back to another video. Well, this camera, okay, there we go. Today, I'm not going to be doing a theory or anything. I'm going to be taking a break from those, but don't worry. If you enjoy my theories, they will be back in the near future. But today, I'm just going to be talking about the two questions I get asked most in my life. And if you know my channel, and you know me as a person at all, and you've been watching my channel for a long time, you know that I am a huge Walt Disney World fan. I have gone with my parents and family 8 times, and it's just amazing. And two of the questions I get asked is, why is Disney so accessible? And how is it accessible? So those are the two questions I'm going to be answering. Let's start with, why is it accessible? And I honestly have been thinking about this question, and I think the reason Disney is accessible, this is Walt Disney World in Orlando I'm talking about. I haven't been to any of the other, like Disneyland, Paris, or Disney World, like Hawaii or whatever. I'm talking about the Disney World in Orlando, Florida. So, why do I think they're accessible? Do you want to know the straight truth? It's because that no other place in the world wants people who are in wheelchairs, by the way, if you're new to my channel, I'm in a wheelchair, to have as much joy as Disney. And so they want to bring as much joy to children who have physical disabilities, as well as people who don't have any disabilities, and so they go over and beyond to make Walt Disney World the most accessible place on the planet. Now, you might be asking, how are they accessible? Well, I broke it down into 3 categories: the resorts, the parks, and the rides. That was 4. Three. So let's start with the hotels. So, for all my life, my parents and I, whenever we go on vacation, before we started going to Disney, we go to Disney every year. Last year we went twice. But whenever we went on vacation before, we would always have to book accessible rooms. And you might be thinking, that's easy. Try it. It's not. Most places only have at least 1 accessible hotel room. And by accessible, I don't just mean big room, big enough to fit a chair in. That's not what I mean by accessible. By accessible, I mean grab bars on the toilet, grab bars in the shower, an accessible shower, because I want to shower because I'm a person. And so that's what I mean. I don't just mean a big open space where you can fit a wheelchair. That's not what I mean. That's not accessible. Accessible means grab bars, accessible shower, a toilet that you can actually transfer on and off to using grab bars and stuff like that. So, normally, hotels only have 1 accessible room. So, you have to book months in advance. And I know you have to book months in advance for Disney too, but you have to book months in advance for Disney for a different reason. And that's because Disney is so popular, because it's so fun. It's not because there's only 1 accessible room. So, Disney, all its resorts and all the places you can stay have a maximum of 5 wheelchair accessible rooms. Wheelchair accessible rooms, let's go over it again, have grab bars on the toilet and on the wall, grab bars in the shower, a wheel-in shower, a seat in the shower, and an accessible sink. Now you might be thinking, Hannah, what in the world is an accessible sink? It's something that I can wheel underneath so I'm not banging my knees up against the counter to try to wash my hands, okay? So that's the resorts of all Disneyland, all Disney World resorts and hotels have a minimum of at least 5 accessible rooms. It doesn't matter if they're value, moderate, or deluxe resorts. They all have a minimum of 5 accessible rooms, which I think is just awesome. Like, good job, Disney. You've totally, good job. That's why we go all the time. You want to know why we go? That's why we go. We go because we have fun. But second of all is the parks. Now, get ready. You might want to get your popcorn ready because this is a long segment of this video. Now, the parks. They are the most accessible theme parks. And believe me, I've been to Canada's Wonderland. I've been to this isn't really a theme park, but I've been to the Ripley's Believe It or Not Museum in Ontario, and let's just say that it's the most inaccessible place on the planet. And so I've been to my share of inaccessible fun places in the world. Believe me, I have. And so, you might be asking, what is so special about Disney parks? Well, just hang on a second because this is going to take a while. So, first of all, when you want to get to the parks, how do you normally get to the parks? A bus. How is the bus accessible? Every single Disney World transportation bus to every single theme park has an accessible ramp and fold-up seats so that the wheelchair guests do not have to transfer out of their wheelchair. Okay? That's reason number one. Reason number two is that when you go on the bus, if there's someone already sitting on those seats that can be folded up to make it a wheelchair section, like they're fold-up seats, so if there's no wheelchair passengers, they can fold the seats down, and I think there's like 3 people that can sit on those folded up seats. But say for example, it's happened a few times where me and my family went to get on a bus, and there have been people there, and the bus driver has been like, no, you guys have to move. This person needs the wheelchair section, so I don't care if you have to stand, but you have to get up. Like, they made people who were already sitting in the wheelchair section get up and move. Because I'm in a wheelchair, I cannot transfer onto a bus seat without taking 10 minutes. So, then when you get to Walt Disney World, let's talk about the theme park in general. Everything is level. There is no hills. There is no bumps in the sidewalk. There's no bumps in the road. Everything is all smooth and accessible. That wheelchairs and strollers and scooters can wheel on easily. So, good job, Disney. And then the rides, okay? The rides. Listen, just hold on a second. Not all the rides have wheelchair accessibility, okay? And that is 100% okay. I know that Disney cannot spend another 30 grand to make every single ride wheelchair accessible. And I am okay with that. But here's what they can do. They can, say if you're going up, take the Haunted Mansion, for example. If you have ever been on the Haunted Mansion, you know that you have to get on a moving walkway in order to get in the little car that you sit in when you go through the ride. Well, you know what Disney can do? They can stop the walkway, which will stop the entire ride. They will stop the entire ride for everyone else on the ride for a disabled person to be able to get in the ride. They will make everyone else wait who's already on the ride. Keep in mind, people are already on the ride because it's a continuous loop, but they don't care. They will stop the ride for as long as you need to for a disabled person to be able to get on the ride. And if for some reason they can't fully stop the moving walkway, they will slow it down. And they don't care how long it has to be slowed down for or stopped for, but they will make sure that that disabled person can get on the ride. And then there is those that do have wheelchair accessible, buggies and carts and everything. There's some rides, I'm trying to think of one, the Under the Sea with Nemo and Friends. They have a little clamshell thing that everyone rides, and you get in, and there's 2 people per shell or whatever. But one, it has a place for a wheelchair to actually wheel in, and you can stay in your wheelchair on the ride. And I'm just yes! Finally someone gets it! Disney does accessible better than anyone else in the world. Better than any other theme parks, better than any other tourist destination. You want to know why? Do you want to know why Disney is so accessible? It is because they want kids like me to enjoy vacation just as much as someone who does not have a disability. And you might think, Hannah, that's not really a big deal. It's fine. But you know what? For someone who does have a disability, it means the absolute world. So that's the answer to the 2 questions I get asked. Why is Disney so accessible? And how is it so accessible? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was a bit longer than all my other videos, but I really wanted to answer 2 of the questions that I get asked a lot. So it'd mean a lot to me if you guys could give this video some support and give this video a like. Let's aim for 100 likes. I think that'd be super awesome. Also, if you guys could share this video around on any social media with your friends in general, just hit the share button. That'd be absolutely amazing. And I'm not doing it for my benefit, but I want this video to be shared around for benefit of other people like me who are in a wheelchair, who maybe don't know how accessible Disney is, and maybe they can't do many vacation options because they have a child with a disability. So maybe this video would help them decide if Disney's good for them. So if you guys share this video around, that'd mean the absolute world. And if you could, why not hit the subscribe button? Because over 66% of my viewers are from people that are not subscribed. So it would kill you to go down there and hit the subscribe button. That'd be absolutely amazing. Bye guys, hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you later.